Hey, welcome back, everybody. I don't know how much recording I'm going to get to do with real audio here because they're blaring music, which they'll flag it on YouTube and I won't be able to use it. But we're at Pontiac in Pigeon Forge, and we're going to take a look around here in a minute at all the stuff that's here. And boys, there are a bunch. It's good stuff too. We'll hang out in the booth, try to sell a few things for Lee. He sells wheels and centers and stuff. So, yeah, we'll see what we can get into. If you're looking to start drawing a crowd, just fire up your open quilt dragster. Blown Pontiac. Oh, that thing is bad. This there. We're inside the LeConte Center. This place is massive and beautiful. We'll take a look and see what they've got in here at the actual show. So there's no music playing so far, so we should be fine, hopefully. Well, unfortunately, there was way too much music in here for me just to record, but I thought I'd give you an overview of the cars I saw and such. This car has been all over the internet and it is beautiful. I talked to these folks. They are very down to earth and they have built one beautiful Trans Am. Next, we'll be going over to check out the 69 Firebird. It is a stunner. This is one of those builds that I'm certain probably took years to do, but you just don't see a whole lot of blown Pontiac engines, although we've seen a couple. This one definitely is top notch and deserves its spot of honor at the front of the car show here inside. Next, we'll be checking out this 3rd gen Firebird. Those wheels that I just pointed out are super rare and hard to come by. It has a hub cap on the outside that makes it very space age. I wish I could play you the audio. This kit is actually talking to us. Super, super cool display. This is a beautiful 64 Pontiac and it is just immaculate. He's got him a tiger tail, which is a very popular thing with the GTOs. It was their marketing plan for a long time there. The inside of this car is also just in tip-top shape. Of course, I'm sure everything's new on it. So at first, when I came around this engine, I thought, oh, turbos, no, just air breathers. But it's still super neat. This is a 70 model GTO Judge. It was absolutely beautiful. The color does not even come through on the screen. It's really red and it kind of looks orange here though, but absolutely gorgeous. This is a gorgeous 65 GTO. The blue on this car is spectacular. I do love a blue car, and this one really, really is cool. I also thought it was cool he has the yellow tinted glass. It really set this car off. Another showstopper. This thing, I don't know how the judges could judge the stuff that was inside. It was so nice. Some people might brush aside a 88 Fiero GT, but not this guy. I love these cars. This is a T-top car. It is an 88. This is the premium when it comes to getting a Fiero. This one was in excellent shape. I looked at it for a little while. I wish I'd have read it. There was a little sign. I wish I'd have read it, because I bet it's a very low mile car, or it's had the best restoration I've ever seen on Fiero. Joe Doctor, this one's for you, buddy. I do believe this is a 38 Pontiac. You don't see a whole bunch of these sedans running around, and I'm not really up on them, but this one was really cool. I thought it was neat. I was a little disappointed. He does have a Chevrolet engine in this Pontiac, in his Pontiac show. All that was a little disappointing, but nonetheless, this really is a really nice car too. There was nothing disappointing inside. I've been to some shows before, and you're a little disappointed what's inside, not this one. Thought this was a really cool piece of history. This is a 1957 fuel-injected Pontiac engine. GM, also did this on the Tri-5 57, and it is super neat. There's actually a big air cleaner that goes over the top of this. You really don't ever see them without them. I thought it was really cool that this guy had displayed his 57 frame with his fuel-injected engine.
This is a 62 Catalina Super Duty. Has a 421 engine with dual quads. They are just super rare, and they're just factory race cars. They're amazing. I had a 62 that was black, but wasn't a Super Duty. But yeah, I would love to have mine back, and I probably will have another one someday. This is one very rare car, a 55 Safari Nomad wagon. This particular one has a tuned port injected engine. I think that's so neat. This is definitely up there on my favorites. I am a sucker for a wagon. This Trans Am, it's either 75 or 76, is a stunner. When everybody else had to go to big bumpers to make them, legal or whatever, Pontiac was still making their big bumper cars look good. This car actually looks like it has a full leather interior, has a leather wrapped steering wheel, and is, I bet, an amazing car to drive. Some of y'all may remember the Monkey Mobile from the TV show, The Monkeys. I can remember watching The Monkeys when I was a kid and seeing the Monkey Mobile and being just absolutely blown away by it. This thing is radical. There's, nothing they really didn't touch on the 66 GTO. Here's some of the details. It was built by Dean Jeffries, of course used in the TV show, and been used. They made models out of it and all sorts of things like that. The car was actually lost for a while and then found in Australia, and then it's made its way back since 2001 into what it is now. But yeah, you don't see this thing at many shows anymore. They may do more now, but look at the headers coming out just right behind the front wheel there. That is so neat. I absolutely love a 60s or 70s custom like this that's just so radical. So this was my favorite car of the entire show. The build quality on this car is over the top. Everything was right. Everything was just spot on in my opinion. I spoke to the owner for over 25 minutes. He was showing me all the little details that I didn't notice, but some that I noticed right away was the drip rails have been shaved, the mirrors are different. It just has like everything about it has just been well thought out. When you look at the interior, he built a full custom interior himself. It's using Audi inner door handles, and the seats I think he said were maybe out of a Scion. I don't remember exactly, but it is just spectacular. Every little detail about the car. There I am pointing out the roof rail being deleted, but every little detail about the car was just spot on. The interior, he opened it up for me so I could actually get some shots of the interior. The interior is just absolutely mind-blowingly good. I love a really detailed interior. Someday I'm going to learn how to do this. The waterfall center console with the Pontiac emblem is just the right touch for this interior. I love that they color match the door seals. Yeah, I don't know, just add something to it. Even small details like the overflow from the radiator. Look at that. This is a 58. I do believe it's a Star Chief. He also has the fuel injection system set up in the back, and you can kind of see the documentation on it. I'd never seen one before, and I saw, two already, and I walk around the front of this thing and see the actual one on the car. That made three. That's the most Pontiac fuel injection systems I've ever seen. Here you can take a look at what it looks like with the air cleaner and stuff on it. Definitely not as cool as what GM was doing and just letting it be out and exposed. So over at Chevrolet, but Pontiac had to cover it up for the air cleaner. But nonetheless, this is a beautiful car. This is Kindig 64 GTO. They call it Temptress. I'm not a big TV person. I had never even seen this car, I'll be honest, but it is absolutely amazing. I love those wheels that are on this thing. I've wanted to put those wheels on something for a long time. Of course, his are probably better than the ones that I would buy from Summit or whatever. Man, it looks good sitting on those wheels with the red lines. It's what you expect from a Kindig car. An early 70 to 73 Trans Am. This is my favorite color combo. A lot of them are white with a lucerne blue stripe. This one is blue with the white stripe, and I prefer that. This car is a rare bird. It's one of 8 yellow coupe Solstices that were built. This car had just over 1,000 miles on it total. The gentleman that owned it, I spoke to on 2 different occasions, and they are really into Solstices. I think he has 6, and this is a GXP. It's yellow, it's a coupe. It ticks all the boxes. It is spectacular. There's your little info on it. Found us a couple of 3rd gen Firebirds. This Firebird is an Autoform car. Autoform was a company that actually was cutting the roofs off these things and turning them into convertibles. Made them a roadster. They used that area for the top to go down inside of. GM was not building a convertible at this point. They started, I think, in '86 making a convertible, but this is a very clean Autoform car. Found another 62 Pontiac. Like I said before, I'll have another one. I love these cars. This one's sitting on 8 lugs. And if you don't know what 8 lugs is, it's the 8 lug wheel. The drum is the center section there, and just the outer ring comes off. Super cool. I mean, this was race car stuff for the time. This is year 1 77 Trans Am. This thing is a race beast. You'll see it on a lot of autocross courses around. It's been in multitude of magazines, and it is just very clean and very well put together. Here in a second, I'm going to show the hood. It's one of the coolest things. I love that they flat blacked the car, but then inverted the bird. This is a early Trans Am, 70 to 73. They're very, very similar. I don't know the exact differences, but this car is Brewster green. It's got aluminum Rally 2s on it. They are spectacular on this car. I love a Rally 2 anyways, but the bigger aluminum ones look great. This car has a little surprise under the hood. Yeah, it's got a couple of whirly boys under there. This is a Formula 455, which means it's got the 455 engine. This is one of my favorite colors. Where are all my Smokey and the Bandit fans at? Is that Jackie Gleason? Is he chasing Burt Reynolds? Yeah, they got some scooter action going over there. Anyways, back to the cars here. The tractor for the tractor and trailer, I'm pretty sure is a replica, but I do believe that is the original trailer. I don't know about the cars, if they were reproductions or not. You never know. I didn't read any of the signs on these. I was getting pretty tired by this point, but I thought I'd show it to you. It's a really, really cool display. This is a beautiful Can-Am. It's a 1977 Pontiac Can-Am. It had a shaker hood, and these awesome orange stripes from the factory. There used to be one in my town that sat around for sale forever. I wish I wasn't old enough to own a car actually at that time, but I wish I could have had one. This is a 61 Catalina bubble top car. It's a pretty rare car with this roof option. This is how I like them, with the big wheels, sitting low, modern interior, modern sound system and such. I really enjoy this. Definitely deserves its spot inside on the floor. Here's a shot of some of the cars in the car corral. This was Friday. On Saturday, there were a total of 455 cars registered. It's a huge car corral. There were as many beautiful cars outside as there was inside. I was blown away by the quality of vehicle at this show.
Well, me and Lee are in the truck. We've loaded up. We've had a good day. He sold some stuff. I sold one thing. I'm gonna left some stuff with him to sell. I know this video was weird because I'm gonna have to do a voiceover probably, I'm assuming, for all this music, because YouTube will flag it and I don't want that. So yeah, thanks for watching to this point. I really appreciate it. We had a great day. Pontiacs are amazing. Everybody knows that, right? Anyways, catch y'all in the next video.